Well, as you noted, I did speak with you last week, but now that you've had a few days with most of the team back, how is training camp coming along?
Training camp is coming along well. The first few days we were trying to get the rookies kind of into the groove of things and the way we play here. But the last few days we had a scrimmage against each other. We took the guys out of it and we really was able to get into the competitive part of it, competing against each other, going over plays, actually going over strategies. It's kind of early in the season to be going over special situations, but we've indulged into some of that as well. And we see the progression of the rookies as well as the vets. Most of us took the season off, and so it's been a grind to try to get yourself back in shape, get yourself in a mindset of high-level basketball. So it's been an experience and an experiment throughout the last few weeks.
What has it been like being here for the start of training camp for once?
It was kind of weird for me. But it was good. I like the fact that I was able to be here. Like I said, we can get our bodies going. We can start to get in our routine of, warming up, practicing, and doing things that we're accustomed to doing, as opposed to, coming back from Russia or whatever countries we fly in from and just, hit the ground running. So it's a different pace, it's a different mindset, but I think it's something that we all appreciate, especially at this point in our careers.
How long was last season? Because I remember you got here right before the start of the season last year. Obviously, you had the season, you had the Olympics, and then you come back and go the entire distance of the WNBA season. How long was that? It seemed like even more than maybe you even normally put in years before that.
Yeah. Last year was a very long season, but something that I think we all anticipated. All the Olympians know the Olympic year is going to be a very long year. Didn't know what the playoffs is going to be like with the new format and everything, but we're just excited about it. We wanted to compete, but I think the fact that, like you said, we had already planned to take the off season off, it kind of helped us kind of push through a long, strenuous season. So,
can you feel different, Seimone, just your body physically this year after not having an off season?
Yeah,
not having a winter season.
I feel a lot lighter. Years before it was just kind of like a drag. Like you come from one season to the next and you never get a break. You kind of feel heavy, like the toll is starting to wear on you. Now I feel a lot lighter and just ready to go. I'm still working on a few things here and there as far as my body goes, strengthening and leg work, rehab, the same things I've been doing over the last few years. But I feel great.
There's five players on the roster with 10 or more years of experience. I think last year you were one of the oldest teams in the league. I think you are again this year. Is there an advantage to having that much experience on the roster?
I think so. We continue to find ourselves in the playoffs and in positions to win championships. We don't bring in just some old players from around the league like Planette. No. Like you said, we bring in experienced players. We've been here for 6 or 7 years, and we're experienced with each other as well as in the success. Planette was with Coach Reeve back in 2008-09 when Detroit Shock were at the top of the league, and she brings in a new type of experience for this team. And I think that's the beauty of our team. No, we're not the youngest team, but we are a team that knows how to win. We know what to do to get to a place of winning and keeping things going.
How do you try to relate to the younger players? Because the age gap there's quite an age gap between rookies and some of you that have been around for a while.
I know I'm learning, but you know what? They're very open to it. The other day I got on Instagram Live for the first time, and I didn't know it was a time limit, how long you're supposed to be on there. And I was just kind of like going through the day. I might have been on there for 5 or 10 minutes. They're like, you're on there too long. Like, you're only supposed to be on there for about 30, 45 seconds, then you get off. And I was like, well, I didn't know. So it's a lot of things that we learn, either in basketball and life, technology, social media. We've kind of been learning a lot about each other and the generational gap that we have here.
When we last spoke, you talked about how, in spite of your age, everyone has been trying to keep up with the Lynx. What are you doing to make sure you stay ahead of the pack?
What am I doing?
You and the team. Listen, how do you stay? How do you make sure they don't catch up to you guys?
I think it starts with Coach Reeve. Our practices, we come in at 10 o'clock and start with skills work, individual work, just working on things that we need to work on. For me, it's, working on my three-point shot, getting my arc up, making sure that when the ball is kicked to me, I'm hitting the open three whenever it's available. And from 11 to 1, it's very intense work, but it's not overbearing. After that, it's all about rehab and recovery. We all hit the cold tub, hot tub, whatever it is that you're going to do, but we try to make sure that we are, in sync and not jeopardizing anything as far as injuries and stuff like that later on in the season.
You guys are a veteran team this year. Like you mentioned, having the time off and with the way last season ended, can you tell a different hunger despite the veteran presence?
Yeah, we still got a little bitter taste in our mouth, but we're going to let that fuel us as opposed to, you know, a lot of our fans are like, getting the revenge. Like, no, you know, they got that one. If we had did what we needed to do, we would be, you know, the 4-time champions. So we know what we need to do, and we're going to do it. We were one possession away from that last year, so that little bitter taste that we tasted last year just giving the motivation that we need, as well as I'm quite sure the preseason rankings are going to put LA as #1. That'll give us more motivation, and other things that happen throughout the season to give us motivation as well.
What was the tipping point for you in terms of finally making this the winter that you took off, where obviously you went overseas so many times in a row?
When I had to get the scope on my right knee to kind of clean it up, I called my agent, I called my mom, I called everybody that day and was like, you know what, my body is telling me that I need to take that break. And I ran into KG a couple of times during the off season, and he said, "Youngin, you gotta, you know, listen to your body." And it was kind of crazy because I had just had the surgery and so on and so forth. So if you don't listen to KG, I don't know who else you're gonna listen to. If you don't listen to your body, you don't listen to KG, I don't know what else to tell you. So.
Just seeing the positive effect that really had on Way last year, was that kind of even further enforcement that it was the right move?
Yeah, to see how she came back, she was healthy. She had a new spring in her step. She was very explosive last year. She felt like, you know, the Lindsay Whalen of old. So that definitely made me think twice about, you know, possibly taking a year off.
Explosiveness has always been a big part of your game. Now that you've had this rest and done the exos and everything, do you feel like the explosiveness is there?
Yeah, it's there. It's coming. If it's not there yet, it's coming. It'll be there before the first game. But I feel like myself. My jumper's there. My, you know, ball handling, whatever it is that I need to do to be effective on the offensive end is there. Defensively has always been a team thing. As long as I keep my man in front of me and stay solid in that, then we'll be fine as well.
Yeah, as long as you have legs underneath you, you feel like.
I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can do it.
Okay, awesome.